Right, this has been a couple of months, although it feels like Inktober just happened last week, so I guess there's been just so many personal life things happening. And I want not just to show what I'm working on at the moment, but also talk about where I think my art is at the moment and the questions that I have. It's a beautiful Thursday morning here in the warehouses, so probably you're gonna hear rubbish trucks in the background. And I probably sound like a chipmunk in the midst of flu season, so enjoy. I started going deep in anatomy recently. It's something that I've been quite obsessed with actually for a few years now, since I did a yoga teacher training and had all those anatomy classes. So this piece is one of the first pieces that I aim to do on the topic. Obviously, the theme of anatomy is so much bigger than just a couple of drawings. I would like to explore all the different parts of the body, make sure that I understand the structure, the muscles, the joints, how it functions, and so forth. And I think it's a good opportunity for me to work on my style because, as for style, I'm in a serious existential crisis. I've been just very confused recently about what I want my drawings to look like, and it includes topics, mood, even medium. It's some sort of mixture of the uncertainty of where I'm heading and the usual crippling fear of what if I'm just not good enough, and even worse, never will be. Fun times. In this drawing specifically, there is a lot of searching and finding. I saw that only when I was editing the video, how I actually started to realize what I want only towards the end and what's not on the video, because my phone's memory got full and I didn't realize it stopped recording, is that I started splashing paint all over it without thinking too much. I guess I just wanted it to be more, I don't know, like designed and artsy. I have no idea what I was thinking actually. Obviously, if I want to be optimistic, I can say, well, next time I will plan it better. But yeah, it was a good lesson. And that's why I can't actually show you the exact. I might take a picture and show you how it looks like at the end. Maybe you're gonna like it. Who knows? But one thing that I definitely regret is not making thumbnail sketches. I took so many lessons and I've read it in so many books how important it is to do that. And I keep skipping it because I feel like, oh no, it's okay. I'm just gonna go with the flow, blah, blah, blah. But actually, it could be so useful. And at this drawing, at the end, I actually had so many better ideas. So I'm actually thinking about giving it another go in the next couple of days. Maybe use something different like charcoal, definitely different shading techniques. As for some personal life updates, I've been overworking a little bit in the last couple of months. It's just I changed job twice and I had a lot of hours to work, so it's my daytime job. I work as a nanny and it can be very exhausting to be around children. I love it very much, but it can be exhausting. And once I started to finally have some sort of routine, then I had my birthday and I traveled around that time a little bit. And then after, when things got a little bit quiet, then it came out I'm gonna move in like 2-3 months. So there's been the whole flat hunting madness, but that's also sorted. It's actually exactly 2 months from now that I'm moving, and we found an amazing place, so I'm super excited about it. Another new thing that I started working on, it's I don't even know how to introduce this. I feel like this is where I should be shamelessly self-promoting. So I was looking into making prints of some of my art pieces that I really love. And I had a lot of research to do about where and how and when to open a shop. So right now I'm at the stage when I think I'm gonna do that on Etsy. I also talked to a print shop and I got some quotes on how much it would cost, and I also got some samples. They look amazing. I've never thought it would be such euphoric, is that how you pronounce it? Feeling to hold my own prints in my hand. So I don't know if this is something that you guys would be interested in. I would love to hear your opinions on it and which are your favorite art pieces or which one you think you would buy. Obviously, I will have to come up with prices, and I actually got the packaging material, so I'm like, it's an old twisted process of doing this. Quite a few people mentioned, and you're totally right, I'm so inconsistent with uploading things on social media. I think I talked about it already. I have such a weird relationship with Instagram, with YouTube. I love doing it both, but I'm also trying to keep a healthy distance and not get totally absorbed in it. Absorbed? Anyway, you know what I mean. So I'm trying to work a little bit ahead, so I can let you know if you have to. You have to. You don't have to, but if you should wait for content that's coming next week or in 2 weeks' time. So I'm like pre-recording things, so I can already tell you next week there will be a video about my unfinished self-portrait. So I'm gonna talk about how it felt to draw a self-portrait, and also I'm gonna list 10 things that I do when I lack motivation. It's something that I feel like by now I have experience with. If you don't want to miss it, you can click on the little notification button so you would get a message when I upload it. And another way of sticking to a routine and also just to kind of stay in touch with everyone is that I will keep a regular weekly post on my blog. Because to be honest, the reason why I don't really post on Instagram, for example, because it's such a visual platform, and sometimes I don't have things to post. Like it's just a sketch that I don't really like, or it's something that I don't think it's worth putting on my feed. I do share a lot of stories when I sketch in my sketchbook, but obviously it's not something that I would actually want to post. But I can definitely write about what happened to me in that week, the struggles that I had, or what's going on, what I'm working on, or where I get my resources from. Obviously, it's also a good like journal for myself to look back on, like in a few months' time or a few years' time. And also, I would love to hear your side of these struggles, and if anyone can relate. It's just so nice to know sometimes that we all go through the same process and the same feelings, because what I usually see on social media is these end products, like beautiful artworks, and it looks like it was so easy to make, and these ideas just pop out of people's mind. And maybe some people actually work like that. I don't. Anyway, I got to a point when I just can't breathe anymore, so I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. If you got to this point, please let me know what you think about the shop idea. And also if you have any suggestions, or you can just link videos down that you watched and you think it could be useful. I'm so lost in this. And then I will come with the self-portrait video next week, so I will see you then. Have a lovely day today, wherever you are in the world, and speak to you soon. Picked up some art prints of my art, and I'm super excited about it because they're actually very pretty. It actually feels like the paper that I was drawing on. So I'm like, every time I touch it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna smudge it. Is it fixated? Blah, blah, blah. But it's actually just a print. But it looks so cool. And I have the same paper about this thing. This is a cheaper material, but it's still pretty nice. Like it has a little bit of shine on it, even though it's a matte paper. But I think this looks pretty nice as well.